Central, but it's official today. Light rail's going to the west side. It's also our first project with an elevated platform and a rideshare parking garage all connected. So this is a very exciting and cool project in an incredibly important area of our city. I'm so excited to have so many partners in getting here today. Our front row has a lot of women who made this possible. So Secretary Peters did represent the entire country, but she also chaired the transportation plan when it went to the voters, and they said, absolutely, we want to triple the light rail system. Former Councilwoman Thelda Williams has been the champion for this project, working so hard, reminding us of the amazing things that are happening in the area and the power that this investment will be making. We have been working with Councilwoman O'Brien. Speaking of that power of the investment, I can't announce anything today, but very soon you should look for a major press release about Metro Center and an incredibly exciting investment. That investment and revitalization would not be possible without the infrastructure investment we are making here today. So we are bringing amenities, jobs, places to live, and it all does work together. So thank you to Councilwoman O'Brien for your leadership in that area, as well as making the motion that made it possible for us to be here today. We also have the woman who's been leading our Transportation and Planning Committee, Deborah Stark, who is also celebrating a birthday today. There's some incredible people who were born this week, and thank you. My Transportation Policy Advisor also celebrating a birthday this week, so no wonder it's Transportation Week in Phoenix. But so much to celebrate. I want to thank our legislators for being here as well and being strong partners. The American Public Transit Association. Again, we're welcoming Administrator Fernandez, the Secretary, and the head of APTA back because so much has been happening in Phoenix that they are now regular visitors to our city as we change the face of the community for the better. We are here today because the voters gave us such strong support. They have voted again and again for investment. Most recently, this area voted with a strong support for light rail investment. So as the Secretary said, it's really the people in this community leading the way and saying, we want this investment. Our voters' money is overseen by the Citizens Transportation Commission, and I want to thank the CTC commissioners who are here today as well, making sure that we do a great job. We've also gotten regional support, Prop 400. I don't know if I'm allowed to share it, but the Secretary left, he was working here in Phoenix on the election when we passed Prop 400. So that is also part of our county funding that says that we want to make these investments in our community. And again, our voters stepped up and did it, and our legislature was so key in making sure that that was on the ballot along with the county supervisors. It's really every level of government that has worked together to make it so that we could be here today. If we look at the front row, we have wide variety in partisan registration, and we are working together to make these investments. We would not be the fastest growing city in the country without infrastructure investment. People need to be able to get about our community, to get to school, medical appointments, and their families. And it's really a point of pride for me that we've all worked together. Every single mayor in Maricopa County worked together to unanimously pass the transportation plan we passed this year. This is one area where we really can work together and get things done because the stakes are so high. If we want to move Phoenix, we want to move Maricopa County, we have to all do it together. Our voters lead the way, but it's nice to know that elected officials can step up and work together as well. Another elected official I want to particularly thank is Congressman Greg Stanton, who did very much want to be here today. Since the Phoenix Police Department is here, I cannot confirm or deny rumors that he used to go cruising in the parking lot at Metro Center. But we'll just say he has deep roots as well with this project and has been thinking about it as he has worked on our United States Transportation Committee to make sure that we can get this done. I'm also so thrilled to be here with the Carpenters and Fabian, who's been an amazing leader. The Carpenters bring the party, guys. But Fabian's really talked about what these investments mean economically for their members and what a difference it's making. And it's been fun for me to get to know some of the people who are building Phoenix. One of my favorite moments as mayor was when one of the folks who's building our light rail shared a picture of a baby and said, this job and my apprenticeship made such a difference that my wife and I decided it was time to have kids. And to know what a difference that job makes, and that the next generation is going to have a great start because of the work that is happening on these projects, that's also very, very meaningful. And we have the cutest kids in the country in Phoenix. So just some numbers about what this all means. $158 million capital investment in our region joins with a comprehensive plan that Phoenix is undertaking for 3 light rail extensions over the next 5 years. Since construction has began, there are $14.4 billion in economic investment near the light rail, creating over 35,000 jobs, and that's just within 1/2 mile of light rail. If we look bigger and at the entire Prop 400, that's more than 300,000 jobs. It's also eliminating 51,000 hours of shipping delays on our freight corridors, thanks to what the voters in this county did, and improving access for people who have not always gotten the best transportation connectivity. These are investments that are an eye to serving everyone. Transportation is such a difference maker. It is access to economic opportunity, and we have to keep celebrating that. It's important to keep talking about it because the revenues driving Prop 400 expire at the end of 2025, and that's why we have to look to the future and reinvest in that countywide support that works with the work we are doing at the city and the federal government so that we can keep this type of progress. We like being ground zero for the entire country for transportation investment, and thanks to the hard work of so many people here today, we can continue to do it. So on behalf of my council colleagues, thank you to the people who are designing, who are building, who are operating, and who are riding on our system. It is a great partnership, and it's so wonderful to celebrate it with you. Now please welcome Chairman Heredia.
Mayor, and she's a tremendous advocate for public transportation and Phoenix as a whole, and our metro region here. As Valley Metro Board Chair and Council Member for the City of Mesa, I recognize transit's role in serving our diverse community and the fastest growing county in the United States. We will need all transit and transportation solutions on the table as we expect over 1 million more people to be coming to the Phoenix area in the next 10 years. This project alone will provide convenient and affordable transportation to more than 5,000 riders each day, adding to the 25,000 daily light rail riders, up 25% from the height of the pandemic. As the mayor mentioned, there's several firsts here. The transit bridge over the I-17, the first elevated light rail station, and including also there's going to be significant public art in this project, which is